4.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome back to another session of the 12 hours of Geekmas with our Elfed Up Christmas. I am your GM for the second half of this 3-hour block. Once again, my name is Fred. You can find me at I Think I'm Fred. And for the rest of our new cast, if you want to just do a brief intro about yourself and then what elf you're playing, I'll do a recap directly after. So let's start off with Nika.
Hi, I'm Nika. You can find me on Twitter at Nika_Howard, or maybe you've heard of me on the podcast Ingredients Adventures. I think I've played also with every wonderful person in this group, so I'm excited that we all get to be reunited, and it feels so good. And I'm playing Sprinkle.
Sprinkle the Elf. Excellent. And how about you, Pat?
Hi, I'm Pat Edwards. I'm at the Pat Edwards on Twitter. I'm a writer, and I do the Happy Hal Hour Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on this channel right here that you're watching. And I'm playing Coco.
Excellent. And V?
Hey guys, it's me, V, from Welcome to St. Paxton, where I'm normally the GM. I'm super excited to be a player today and be playing with all of these fantastic people. I'm playing Puddin'.
Puddin'. That's how you have to say the name every time from now on.
Got Puddin' in there.
And last but not least, Sam.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Sam Brady. I'm so excited to be Crispy the Naughty Elf here today. I have never used Discord until about 5 seconds ago, and so just already causing chaos, being late, messing everything up, and I'm just excited to bring that messy energy into this game.
Excellent.
Doing great.
Excellent.
Doing
Crispy
great.
energy.
So welcome, everybody. You are going to be continuing the adventures of Crispy, Coco, Puddin', and Sprinkle. Just to do a quick recap, Christmas Town was under attack. Santa was encased in a block of ice, and Christmas will not happen unless the 4 of you acquire the 12 items of Christmas to help bring back the magic to save Santa and Christmas all together. You, the adventurers, recently was at the Great British Bake Off and found the first implement of power, 1 soggy bottom, a +1 naughty item. So if I recall correctly, whoever is playing Crispy currently has the 1 soggy bottom, which means that anytime you roll naughty, you roll your naughty +1. So
does he ever?
you currently you have a 3, but now every time you roll naughty, you actually roll a 4. Also, just to kind of go over the damage that was dealt out by Paul Hollywood and other aspects of the first session, because they did fight Paul Hollywood as their first mini boss. Right now, Crispy, you're at 9 hit points. Puddin' is at 11 hit points. Coco is at 9 hit points. And Sprinkle, you're still at 10 hit points. Just to kind of go over the game real quick, very rules light, created by Jane Ritt. Did an amazing job with this game. It is a D20 base. You're going to roll a D20 for skills or attacks. When you roll an attack, you can only use naughty or hardy to use for the attack bonus. But you can use your other skills to give bonuses to other elves by doing a roll and then giving them a +2. Some other of the light rules, if you roll a natural 20, every elf gets a miracle point, and every elf has a unique gift that they can use as a bonus. Right now, last game, Jesse actually rolled a 20, so all of you have 1 miracle point to use for your gift. To quickly go over those gifts, Crispy, you are able to use your magic point to animate an object to make 1 roll with a +10 bonus. Puddin', you can use your gift to regain 5 hit points. Coco, you can make a festive speech to heal all elves by 2 hit points. And Sprinkle, you could make all elves invisible for 1 minute or until they attack. So you do have those abilities available at least once. Now, every time somebody rolls a 20, all 4 of you will gain a miracle point. So you'll be able to use those more often later in the game. And then lastly, if you do roll a natural 1, it is an automatic failure. But if you actually sing a song about your failure, you will actually enhance the opposite skill that you failed at. So if you fail a naughty roll and you roll a 1, if you sing about it, you actually get a +1 to nice. So just keep that in mind if you're up to singing about your failure. All right. So last time you found yourselves in the Himalayan mountains. up in the northeast regions of India in a snowy plateau, mountainous region. You're looking for the second magical item, which is the candy cane of power. This candy cane from Santa's journal, where you're getting information from. Santa wrote in his journal that him and the abominable snowman used to hang out a lot back in the day, and he bequeathed his candy cane of power to the abominable snowman. Now you find yourself in front of the abominable snowman, and he does have this cane of power. And although he recognizes that you're elves working to save Santa and Christmas, this candy cane is very powerful, and he must ensure that you are worthy of owning it. And now you find yourselves amidst a battle with this incredibly large snowman. So, how attacks and initiatives go? There is no initiative. You get to choose when elves go, but I roll a d4 and we'll just jump in with the Yeti based on the number I roll. So if I roll a 3, 3 elves go, then I go, and then the last elf goes, and then we restart. Okay. So with that being said, how would you like to take on the abominable snowman?
So has anything happened? Have there been any failures?
There haven't been any like critical failures, like a natural one, very close. But Jesse's character, Coco, sang a song on the mountaintops to draw out the abominable snowman from his cave. And that's where you met him. There was a quick conversation, and then Puddin tried to grab the candy cane where the Yeti just lifted him up and then just kind of tossed Pudding back. And so now you're being asked to essentially fight the abominable snowman to prove your worthiness to get the candy cane from him.
Should we kill him? Should we kill him?
I mean, I
Oh,
could.
I like the way you think.
But also, maybe we should use the word kill sparingly because he's not a real person. So we can't kill that which is not real. So
Right, he doesn't have a soul.
I'm a real well, I'm not a person. I'm real though. And I just said you have to fight me to prove your worthiness. I didn't say you needed to kill me, but
It's not
Hey,
murder if
and I
you
see
don't have a
I'm
soul.
gonna
Murder?
stick out
This is
my
the best
neck.
day ever.
Can I just
Sorry.
stick out my neck like Thumb War style? Like that's real.
okay, so you want to use Thumb War style to do what?
Yeah.
To win the
Thumb
candy
War
cane?
for the candy cane. Yes, obviously. Yes.
Okay, so you must well, you're going to have to roll a bright to convince the abominable snowman to give you the candy cane as a part of winning the Thumb War.
Okay. So that's a 10 minus 1 is 9. So 9.
Okay, so how do you convince the snowman that the Thumb War is the best way to prove your worthiness?
And I just look to Sprinkle.
in elf culture, the thumb war is actually the highest form of honor and warrior strength that we could perform upon each other. So if you would do this small gesture for us, we would not kill you if we win.
Okay. So since elves can support other elves in rolls, we're going to say Pudding's original roll gives you a -2 to your roll of bright, and you get to roll a bright to convince the abominable
Okay.
snowman, but you get a -2 because she failed.
Okay, but Sprinkle is bright, so I have a +3. So I still have a +1.
Okay.
I think we're in a good place.
You want to get over a 10.
Okay, I got this. I rolled a 7 +1, 8.
So unfortunately at this point, the abominable snowman is unable to be convinced that a thumb war is more worthy than an actual battle of martial prowess and wits. And he starts swinging his candy cane like a bow staff and is looking at you expectantly.
Oh, okay, guys. I guess this is it.
Is everyone missing hit points?
No.
You're not? Okay.
But
Everybody
I think
but
Sprinkle's the
Sprinkle.
only one. Yeah, so if you
Okay.
have a thing, do a thing.
We can see until it's up. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. Okay. Do we get to do a murder now?
This means death, motherfucker.
You guys are so much more cool than I
do
remember. This is great. I'm bumping you all up on the naughty list.
I feel like
I'm in
all
charge
of you
of
are crispy right now for some reason.
I mean,
This is
I
just big
oversee-
crispy energy.
I oversee the
Yeah.
toy manufacturing line, and I just have all this pent up anger and frustration because all the other elves, they keep fucking it up, and I have to restart the assembly line, and I can't take it out on them because of North Pole OSHA. So I'm looking for an outlet.
And
Oh,
how
look,
does
North
that
Pole
outlet-
OSHA.
I'm gonna, can I
Uh,
pull out? Oh, go ahead.
Do you have
Sorry.
weapons?
No,
Ooh.
but you
Can-
can use anything around you with your imagination. So
We pick up snowballs and put rocks in them.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred.
yes,
You're not going to be so much of a bummer GM. Could I just like make a snowman to show him how dumb he looks?
uh, so are you going to use your gift of animate an object to make one roll with a +10 bonus to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Can't help but think Monty Python. I shall taunt you a second time.
So you're going to create a snowman to kind of ridicule the abominable snowman by just creating a snowman, right? Okay. So
Oh yeah, he needs
as
to
you,
be taken down. I mean, 60 seconds. Oh yeah, he needs to be taken down a peg or two.
so roll naughty with your +4, and then by using your gift to animate the snowman that you're creating, you add a +10. Now this is going to be a tough DC, but with your +14, I think you have a very good shot.
Great. I'm glad I used all these things because I rolled a 6, so this is going to be a 20 unnatural.
Great. So you actually overcome the very tough DC, which is 20, and you only need a 15. As you create this snowman, you use your elvish gift of animating objects, and you animate the snowman. And as the abominable snowman looks upon this creation of yours, he looks down at himself, and he looks at his hands, and he looks at the snowman that you just animated, and he goes, "Maybe I'm not real.
Yeah.
Maybe Santa just made me, and I don't have a soul." He drops the cane onto the snow-covered ground. He looks at the four of you as tears start rolling down his face, and he goes, "The cane is yours. You are obviously worthy for making me realize that I am not real." And he walks
Hey.
back into his cave.
But before you go,
Slowly.
abominable snowman, I just got a real talk real quick. Suck a snow cone, bitch. Thanks.
He like looks back, hopefully, as if Crispy was going to
Crispy,
say
that wasn't
something
nice.
nice. And then
I mean,
as the insult hits, he starts to just bawl, and he just runs back, just like gibbering,
Crispy.
kind of bubbling, and runs away.
I'm all for doing murders, but that was just rude.
Now the
His
four of
murder is
you,
like not.
Crispy, it's a war crime.
Sorry, it's the Pixie Six talking. I've had a little too much sugar, but you know.
Can Coco pick up the cane? Is it sharp at all? Can it be whittled into a point?
no. So it's more. Well, I mean, you could probably whittle it down, but it is like imagine like a quarterstaff. It's
Mhm.
a bludgeoning weapon that Santa used in the first Christmas to beat Krampus, and this is
About
the
to be
very
bludgeoning and
artifact.
piercing.
Yeah, so yeah, we could definitely make it into a piercing as well.
Just the long edge. Just
And as Coco and working
It's-
in the toy factories, you probably have like a Batman tool belt of like different items.
because it's a candy cane. I don't need that. I just lick my thumb and the saliva melted down. Whittling it
So
with my thumb.
as you guys go on to the next quest and the next item, like for the entire ride in the sleigh, Coco is licking his thumb and just like whittling down the candy cane end to a point and making a piercing weapon off of that one side, still a bludgeoning weapon on the other. Now, this is a +1 hardy item. So is Coco gonna keep this item?
I mean, if anyone has any objection, if anyone wants it, Sharing's caring.
No. I think it makes sense you have it.
Thank you so much.
We're always skipping the gym. You need something like this. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, Coco. So whenever you roll any type of hardy roll, you are going to add a +1 to your +2. The same goes. Actually, no, damage is only naughty. So you only add naughty to your damage roll of a die 4. So you do get a +3 to hardy for attacks or hardy skills going forth. Okay.
+3 to hardy. Okay.
Yep. So as you head
Change
back
that.
to the sleigh, Murdoch goes, "All right, Sprinkle, where's next?" So Sprinkle, you currently have Santa's journal, and Santa's journal is guiding you to each item of power that you need. Murdoch, if you weren't watching the last stream, is the Christmas gnome that Sprinkle works with in the Essential Back Toy Workshop, and you guys created the Sleigh 2000 together, a mechanical
Is he my Bernard?
Yes, 100%.
Is he hot? Are we having feelings about him?
Absolutely, yeah. So he's got spiky hair, he wears goggles, he's covered in soot, and you interpret that however you want.
Yes.
All right, so you open up Santa's journal, and instead of flipping through the pages actually start moving on their own, and it stops on a page that shows an interesting plastic and mechanical object. The next item of power is the PS5 of elusiveness.
I got it, guys. It's the PS5 of elusiveness. How will we find
I heard those are impossible to get.
Refreshing.
The game is over because you cannot find a PS5, and we might as well just stop the stream right now.
Shit. Wait, no, Summer on Twitter has like 6 of them or something. So.
Unless you're hoarding them to scalp, and at which point we should do a murder on them.
A murder again?
But you could find a lot of
I thought I didn't like
2077s.
all of you, but you all are my people.
You can see that the PS5 of elusiveness was the very first PS5 brought to fruition, created by Santa and bequeathed to the Angel Guardian home nestled in the neighborhoods of New York. Inside the orphanage, the Angel's Guardian, the PS5 of elusiveness was given to the orphans so that they can have something to look forward to since all of their parents have abandoned them. You need to steal this PS5 of elusiveness to ensure that you have the magic power to save Santa from the block of ice he is currently encased in. All right, so you make it.
Those are, I guess.
Well, if you think about it, can they get any sadder? And also, we have to do it to save everyone. It's selfish if they don't let us take it.
Yes.
Maybe we should actually do a PowerPoint presentation for them. I'll start making one on the way.
That's
perfect. But they've been bad kids. Don't just do it. I can give them coal. So, replace it with coal.
Yeah. I feel like, though, put in your ability to make a PowerPoint in comparison to Sprinkle is going to be like hand-drawn pieces of paper that you just like pull from the side as you show it.
Sprinkle is already.
Is that not a PowerPoint? Because I was like just gonna point powerfully at it.
Yeah, there you go. Like this. You're just like on the paper.
Yeah. Look a picture, kids.
So the sleigh takes you as it whirs and makes mechanical noises, flame erupting from the back of the rocket-propelled sleigh. Murdoch guides you flawlessly around the tall buildings of New York City. As he lands in a back alley, you can see across the street a gated, large building that says Angel's Guardian Orphanage. How are you going to find and get the PS5 of elusiveness?
Everyone, I don't think that we
could say we
could just say we're kids, right?
We don't have parents.
Yeah, we really don't.
That's a better idea. I was going to say set fire to the building when we run in.
Okay, Coco, hold on. Coco, you're the nice elf. You have a +3 to nice. You're supposed to make festive speeches.
Cocoa puppet.
Not after today. I've seen some shit, okay? I'm dealing with stuff.
Okay, so we're going to pretend to be children without parents to get put into the orphanage or burn the orphanage down. Those are your options so far.
No, it's
Right. I love it.
I really feel like the lie over the fire is better.
Okay, could Sprinkle roll a bright maybe to like come up with a good idea that could be something like maybe we, instead of burning it down, we like put carbon monoxide or something that just knocks them out a little bit, and then we go in there.
I mean, I was okay with sneaking. We can pretend to be, we could always try and sneak in as
You guys have
kids.
become really naughty elves.
If it doesn't work.
This group is like murder hobos. Like, what is going on?
We can always try to sneak in, because here's the thing: if we do the poison gas or the fire, there's no coming back from that. We can try to pretend first, and then if that doesn't work, then we gas the orphanage.
Okay.
I always lie first and then fire. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So the four of you approach the gate of the orphanage, and as you come up, you see a nun immediately start running up to the gate from the inside and goes, "Oh my God, are you children homeless? Would you like to come inside? We're actually about to do story time and serve cocoa with marshmallows."
But is there a place where we could play games instead?
Well, yes,
gamer
of
children.
course. Oh, that makes sense. There are a lot of gamer children being abandoned out there. Come with that's so sad. Come with me. Come with me. As you walk in, you can see there are lots of children running around. And as you're kind of past in the hallway, you can see in the main central like gathering room, there is a large TV with some kind of console device hooked up to it. And a lot of the kids are crowding around it. She kind of keeps bringing you back and goes, "Okay, this is your room. There are plenty of bunk beds for all of you. We're going to do...
bunk. I get the bottom bunk.
Okay, you can have the bottom bunk, young lady. That's fine. Hopefully somebody doesn't mind being on the top. And we're going to do dinner in a couple of hours. All right. Sam's going to... Not Sam. Crispy's going to be the top. And we're going to do story time in an hour. So if you could just meet in the central gathering room with the rest of the kids, we'll do story time together. And so she leaves you in this room.
Okay.
I tell the children I played too much PlayStation. That's why my parents didn't love me. And we see if that clears them out from the PlayStation.
I think that's good.
Okay.
What if we tell him it gives him cancer?
I'm so glad you guys all had some of these pixie sticks I passed around. I think it's really helping out the whole game.
Yeah, face cancer.
Well, it's a PS5, like 5G cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the four of you enter the main gathering room. And Crispy, are you going to maybe roll a naughty to convince the kids that they are going to get cancer if they continue to play PS5?
Yeah, and that me playing my PlayStation is why my parents left, and it's probably why theirs didn't love them either. Let's see here. So 9 plus 4. I get a permanent plus 1, right? So 9 plus 5 is 14.
You have a 3 plus 1, so you have a plus 4. But yeah, so that will be 9 plus 4 is 13.
I thought it was a soggy bottom was a plus 1. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you started with a 3, and then you got the soggy bottom.
Got it.
All right. So yeah, you are successful. What do you say to the kids?
PlayStation, huh? Yeah. I remember I used to use the PlayStation back when they were there, but I guess that's what drove them away. Me paying too much attention to the demon souls, not enough attention to the souls in the family. I guess you guys aren't worried about being adopted out of here.
Wait,
I'm not worried
what do
either.
what do you mean? We're not
I'm
going to
sure
get
you're
adopted if
plenty
we play
lovable.
PlayStation?
You're plenty lovable enough, Gregory. I'm sure no one could find any fault in you.
How did you know my name was Gregory? I've never met you before.
You just look like a Gregory.
Does anyone want to see a PowerPoint?
Oh yeah, he's got big Gregory vibes.
Well, I guess I should stop playing the PlayStation 5 if I want to get adopted. I'm so lonely and I just want parents to love me.
Also, your shirt says Gregory, so be a little more observant too. Maybe then you'll
Oh.
get parents.
I'm very.
What makes a dumb kid, Gregory?
Yeah. What? I mean, yeah. I forgot. My shirt does say Gregory. Yeah. I'm just gonna go in the corner and play with these tacks. That way,
Not too
somebody
loud, though,
will love
Gregory.
me.
Give me a handful. Thanks.
That way,
Not too
somebody.
loud.
So while Gregory is going to the corner because I have 3 shit elves with me, I would like to take candy out of my pocket because I work at the candy factory and be like, hey, buddy, have some candy. You know, like the best way for you to cheer up is to put food in your mouth. So that's a life lesson you can take with you.
Wow, thank you. Whenever I'm sad, I'm just gonna eat to take the sadness away.
Gregory, you're gonna do great things. Take
Thank
that
you.
advice and share it with everyone.
Thank
You
you.
can drink
What
too.
was your name?
My name is
Stephanie.
Purden.
Purden. That's a beautiful name. Well, thank
It's
you.
foreign.
Got it. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm gonna go eat candy now and
Hey.
play with these tacks.
Can you shut the door behind you so no one comes in here? Goodbye.
Clean the
Okay.
because you don't get nearly enough vaccinations that you need.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
bad at
Thanks.
lying.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so Gregory's gone, but there's still like 10 other kids here.
Shh. Okay, we got to do
Oh
this,
my God, I
everyone.
thought
What's
there
the
was
next one? Is there one that says Paige on the front? We go to Paige.
So how are you going to get this PS5 out of this room? Obviously, you could create a cacophony to
We
make
could
it
do a
get the kids
lie
out of the room.
and say that there's cookies in the kitchen.
Oh,
You say there's a puppy outside.
Oh,
okay.
I like that. There's puppy.
go
There's a
in.
puppy
Yeah.
eating cookies.
All right.
Yeah.
So Sprinkle, are you going to make this announcement to the kids?
Yeah. Okay. So Sprinkle goes over. Is there a window in this room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sprinkle goes over and like looks and goes, oh, it's a puppy. And puppy has cookies. Everyone, look, a puppy with cookies. Let's go check it out. And then she waits for the kids to hopefully run out.
Roll naughty for deception.
Okay. Well, I feel like Sprinkle has been very naughty this episode. So maybe Sprinkle.
You have a +1.
Is
Okay.
anything we do really naughty because we're doing it to save Christmas? So
It's true. We're
Yeah,
all
okay,
chaotic good
really.
characters.
ends means, you know.
Zach, I rolled a 2, so +2, so a 4. Sprinkle's literally looking at the wall. There's a puppy out there.
The kids are like, you're not going to get us with that one again. Gregory said that yesterday, and there was no puppy with cookies outside. Who are you kids anyway?
I'll
Nightmares.
Can I ask a question of the DM? Is the sleigh still outside?
In the alleyway. Across the street.
Can we just tell them to go fucking check out the sleigh?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Would you like
It's
to
really
roll?
there.
Would you? Well, okay. So it doesn't have to be naughty because you're not lying. So you could do nice or bright, right? So you do have.
Just okay, no bright. Please stop asking me for bright rolls. That's nice. Hey everyone, just so you know, there's like a really sooted up like gnome out in the alleyway, and he has Santa's sleigh. That's actually how we got here because he rescued us from Brooklyn.
Wait, what? Santa's sleigh is outside?
Has every single toy you could think of. You want me to show you?
Yeah. Roll nice.
Okay. Okay, do I have, okay, so like, what if it's a 19 plus the one that I had, like the extra, does that count as a natural 20?
It is not.
This
That
feels
is
like a
an
miracle.
that is more like an unnatural, like 21 or 22. But
Okay,
yes,
God, okay,
it does not count
unnatural
towards the
21 or
miracle.
20. Okay, sorry.
So
I tried.
you are extremely nice and convincing, and all of the children are super excited to see Santa's sleigh and the toys that must be on the sleigh, and they run outside, and there are no children left in this room with you.
Okay. Do I have to go with them?
I mean, you probably just tell them
Oh.
unless you want to.
Unless they steal the fucking sleigh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go supervise this because children
Okay.
are fucking. Uh, so as I'm leaving, I'm gonna be like, "Get the fucking PS5!" and like,
Okay.
run with the kids.
Okay, we get the PS5 with all cords and hookups and the power surge and anything else that might be helpful that the orphanage has.
Okay. So you get all of these items and you make your way out of the orphanage after the large group of kids that have run across the street into the alleyway to look at the sleigh. As you approach, you can see Murdoch just batting kids away, and there's like 20 kids just like jumping around your mechanical sleigh, looking into the big red bag in the back. And they're like, "Where are the toys? Where's Santa? Did you lie to us?"
Do we have the PS5 in a bag, or are they going to see us holding it?
We
Oh,
better
you
have it in the
didn't-
original
you didn't-
packaging, right?
You didn't say the original packaging. You just said
Well, fuck.
everything that comes
I
along with
mean,
it.
what's the original packaging in the room, Fred?
Quinn looks at us.
Uh,
We're just holding it out in our hands, and Quinn's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
all of the kids look at you.
Put it behind my back. I put it.
The kids look at you and they see the PS5 of elusiveness in your hand, and they're like,
You're gonna make us
God
roll
damn
initiative on
it.
a bunch of kids.
"What orphanage are you guys from? You're trying to steal our PS5?" And you can see the demeanor of the children immediately change. And
The Hellfire Orphanage. Burn!
you know what? We're angels guardians. So let's go. And so like 6 of the kids get together and create an Orphtron. It is a Voltron of orphans. And so like there's like one kid as the center mast. He's carrying 2 kids on each arm. There's 2 kids that lift up the middle kid on each leg, and then 1 kid sitting on the shoulder of the middle kid. So they just made an orphan Voltron, or Orphtron, as I would like to call it. And now you're in battle. So who wants
right.
to go first?
Oh, you know what? Fuck this. I'm telling you right now, Fred. I'm doing all non-lethal damage. I'm not. I'm using the
Sure.
blunt. I'm using the curved blunt edge. Okay, I'm not stabbing.
the spiky
All
end.
bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. It's all non-lethal.
Fred, could we assemble into what I would call 4 elves in a trench coat? And we like in our own way, but we're super powerful because I don't know what's our middle thing.
Because
Oh, we got the
Christmas.
candy cane of power. We can non-lethally shiv the orphans.
Okay, so the last group already did a trench coat thing at the Great British Bake Off. So that is a possibility. And I can say
No.
that if you want to, the other elves below can give bonuses to the top elf or the middle elf that swings the cane, but that would then create 1 attack per round instead of all 4 of you doing 4 separate attacks.
Could we do something like an AoE and say that we are like a rich person who wants to adopt all of them?
Wait,
Yes.
AoE as in like area of effect?
Yeah, because it affects all of them.
Their heart, where it hurts.
Like a 30-foot
Okay.
cone.
Okay,
Let's do
so-
a fireball on them.
Children. Yeah, adopt other children.
So 2 comments. I never say no, so you could definitely do this. But number 1, they've already seen you as kids. Number 2, you're not in disguise right now, so you'd have disadvantage. But you could roll a naughty to maybe deceive them, but with disadvantage to convince them that you're rich, short adults that want to adopt them.
Could we? So we all share a 4-tier bunk bed at the North Pole, right?
Yes.
Like we all share that. So what if like late at night we're just always thinking of making our own Elftron, and we
Okay.
can Power Ranger suit this shit up and make our own like
Yeah.
Elftron. Like,
Absolutely.
we've been dreaming about
Absolutely.
this for days, but there's no reason to use this at the fucking North Pole.
So if that's the case, I would imagine like Pudding being the bottom, like legs, and then Coco and Crispy are the arms, and Sprinkle is like the head, and then you
Oh,
create
absolutely.
Elftron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puddin never skips leg day, so that holds up.
Puddin is
So-
our foundation.
So by doing this, this is what I'll say. Pudding won't get attacks because obviously you're kind of controlling everybody, but everybody else gets a +2 bonus to all of your attacks because of the fact that Pudding is like helping manage all of you in this Elftron.
Puddin.
I'm sorry, you broke out a little bit.
Oh, thank you for your sacrifice, Puddin.
Hey, baby, it's not a sacrifice when it's for you. Mwah! I'm super excited to finally get to try this.
All right. So, who would like to act first?
I'm gonna smack him.
I never say no to punching orphans.
Okay. So, Coco is going to go first. Coco, you can roll either naughty or hardy to attack.
Hardy, because I have a +3 to that.
Great. So, roll D20
All right.
plus hardy.
Just gonna give a good old baseball swing with the cane. The blunt edge. Just try and
Straight to the moon.
14, 11
Okay.
plus 3.
Did you, and then add the +2 that Pudding gave you?
Oh, so 16 then.
Perfect. So 16 definitely hits. Roll your damage. It is a D4 plus naughty.
Oh, what's my naughty? I don't think I have good.
So you have a -1.
Oh, not any. I feel like not anymore. But all right.
But I feel like I think we'll say the +2.
I rolled a
for
4
Pudding
though, so
carries
4
over
plus 1 is
damage.
3.
And then we'll give a +2 for Pudding. So then you do 5 damage. So your cane just cracks against the Orphan Voltron. You see their 6 collective bodies kind of get pushed onto the alley wall as they collide into it, and then they kind of come back and kind of re-coordinate themselves. All right, Crispy, what do you got?
Okay. I'm just gonna get him. Roll D20 to attack. Naughty. It's 18 plus 3, 21.
Wow, so you definitely succeed. Now you roll a D4 plus naughty.
That is a 1. Plus 3 is a 4.
So that'll be up to 5, and then with Pudding's bonus of 2, that goes up to 7 damage. So what is it that you did to do so much damage to this Orftron?
Well, that is a great question. I think I just all elf strike up and just smack him and say, "Fuck you, Gregory."
Gregory, who's like off in the corner by himself playing tax, is like, I didn't even do anything. Sprinkle, you're up next. What do you do?
Okay, so Sprinkle looks at the Orphantron and does a quick scan analysis, like "Brr, brr, 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 analyzing weakness detected. Orphans have no heart. Beep beep beep." And then Sprinkle directs the next attacks into the orphan's weakest spot.
Got it. So you give it like essentially a bonus to the next person attacking. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So then at this point, I would say, Coco, you go again. Actually, we could just allow Pudding. You could go ahead and attack as well. So what do you do to control your Elftron to attack?
Oh, okay. So what I'd like to do is like whenever I am feeling someone really going in for a really hard punch, I'm just gonna like lean the whole thing forward so it like just really smacks hard. So can I roll now and save my damage for the next hit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's a natural 20. But I guess does that
Well,
matter?
that's a miracle.
Another
So everybody has 2 points except for Sam, who has 1 point because he has used the
What?
gift already.
What
Okay.
street is the Guardian Angels orphanage on? Is it 34th? Is this going to be a miracle on fucking 34th Street?
It is.
Fucking
Yeah.
boom, straight to the kisser.
So you're going to add your damage to the next person that attacks. Okay, so you're leading in with the next person's attack. So Coco, you're up. You have essentially, let's just say you have advantage because of Sprinkle, and then you have Pudding's power behind you. What do you do to defeat Orftron?
I want to go for the head of whoever's like right in the middle of it, kind of like the core.
Okay.
Whoever's
The
like
core that's holding all of the pieces
it's
together.
kind of holding it together.
Okay.
It's like, hey kid, ever had a concussion? And then I'm try and whack the shit out of him. And that's a 14 plus 3 plus 2. So I can't do math. That's a 19.
You definitely hit. Now do damage.
I rolled another 4, so that's -1 plus 2, so 5.
All right, and
Seven
then
-1 to naughty.
V, add your damage, a D4 plus naughty.
A 3 plus 1, so you add 4 points.
So that's 9 points of damage. All right, so describe how Orftron is destroyed, Pat.
Oh, so I connect whoever's the kid in the center is just like right in the fucking forehead, and their skin splits and like blood trickles down their face, and then they fall unconscious. And as they go unconscious, they just let go, and all the kids collapse in a pile. He'll live.
Rub some dirt in it, you'll be fine. You have defeated Orftron, and now you have the PS5 of elusiveness. Murdoch looks at you and goes, I think we should get out of here because the cops are probably going to come soon, and there's a bunch of hurt kids in an alleyway. Probably not a good place to stay. And we're also magical Christmas creatures, so we have that as well.
Punch it!
He hits the big red button. The flame rockets ignite, and you guys are just hurtled through the air above the buildings into the cold New York weather. Once again, Sprinkle, you open up the Journal of Santa. The pages flip, and it comes to the last item that we have for your group. And this item is called the fruitcake at the end of time. This powerful fruitcake is the only fruitcake that exists, and this fruitcake is bequeathed from one person to the next. A fruitcake is a symbol of the holidays and actually gives prosperity to the family that has the fruitcake for that year. And then they have to then bequeath that fruitcake to another family to provide them prosperity through the next year. Long ago, this fruitcake was given to a young man who was bald and lived in Arizona. He was greedy even as a child and never gave the fruitcake back. And through the years, he continued to be prosperous and amassed great wealth. Santa says that it was probably one of his greatest regrets on giving this fruitcake at the end of time to a young boy by the name of Jeff Bezos.
Yes!
You must now go to...
Definitely doing a murder.
Non-lethal damage is off the table.
You must now take the Sleigh 2000 and your team to Medina, Washington, to the Bezos complex where him and his family live, where the fruitcake at the end of time stays. So as you take your journey, you end up in the rainy, wet climate of Washington State. As you hover in the air, you see an incredibly large compound to the point where you think this must be some kind of university or hospital, but no, it is the home of the wealthiest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. As Murdoch drops you down on the outskirts, you're come to what looks like an extremely high fence or wall that surrounds the compound of Jeff Bezos. What do the four of you do to get in and find and take the fruitcake at the end of time?
I think first we get into our elf tactical gear. Black candy striped outfits with night vision goggles.
Yep.
Is it like black and gray stripes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The hats have little laser beams on the ball tip. That's all I got. That's what Sprinkle does. Gets everyone in there.
Now, real quick, sorry, Sam, what were you saying?
Oh, sure. I was just saying while we're getting tackled up, Crispy would like to say, guys, whatever happens here, this has been the best Christmas of my life. It's all I've ever wanted is to meet up orphans with you. I'm just so happy.
The naughtiest of elves. So the PS5 of Elusiveness is the third of the magical items that you have acquired. This is actually an item that gives its owner a +1 to Bright. Therefore, who is going to take the PS5 of Elusiveness and take on that bonus?
If you guys don't mind, I wouldn't mind being smarter. I mean, I could use it more than anyone else because the smarter I get, the more power I have, and the more power I have. Well, we could only make this.
Actually, that sounds really scary.
No, we could only make this
Coco's
a better
nodding.
place for elves.
Coco's nodding like, yeah.
Puddin', I'm
I
sad.
spent so many hours working on a PowerPoint that we didn't even use because everyone said it was just a bunch of Post-its and I wanted to have a brain.
Maybe
I have no brain.
like, you could do it with this guy. He's a business guy. He probably like. You can finish the sentence.
Well, I guess you could take it, Puddin', and then Sprinkle throws some glitter and says, "Look, Puddin', shiny."
Do I need to roll against this deceptive attack against my smirks?
Okay, so I guess it would be Sprinkle's naughty to Pudding's bright. Pudding's, you're so bad.
Guys, don't fight. That's not Christmas-like.
If you could, okay, listen. If you could use any skill as long as you can describe what you're doing.
I think that either of us or just Puddin'?
Yep, both of you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that it makes sense that Sparkle would throw glitter because things that are bright and shiny typically get the attention of like a parrot. And Puddin' is cute and adorable and has great catchphrases.
That's fine.
Okay.
You roll that, and what is Pudding going to do to counteract?
Puddin' is hardy. So she's going to walk right through it, getting glitter and sprinkle right in her eyes, and she's going to blink that shit out, going in one direction. She cannot be deterred.
The elves
by
have
this
turned
turd.
on each other. Roll your dice.
No.
Okay. What is this? I got a 15 plus 2.
So I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, so
Sing a
this is
song.
actually,
Sing a song.
yeah, you can sing a song about your failure, and since you roll, what did you roll again? What
One.
skill? No, skill. What skill?
Hardy.
So then the opposite of hardy, I think, is
Bright.
bright. No,
Yeah.
nice.
Because
Okay,
naughty,
nice
nice.
and naughty, hardy,
Yeah.
bright. Yeah. So you'll actually get a +1 to bright if you sing a song about your failure.
Hey. I wish I had not walked through glitter. I wish I had not walked through glitter. I wish I had not walked through glitter and got it in my eyes.
All right.
That was excellent.
So now that you are forever covered in glitter for the rest of the game, your bright goes up by 1, and you're no longer at a -1 bright. You have 0 bright now, and it benefits you because you are bright with glitter. But that does mean Sprinkle keeps a PS5.
You didn't even need the PS5 of Elusiveness, and you still got brighter.
Who's the sneakiest of us? Should they try to sneak ahead and see if they can do a little recon?
That's crispy.
Hey, out for a little crispy action.
Well, not if you're going to call it that.
Crispy elf tactical gear sneaks forward, I suppose.
Okay. So a sneak roll is actually going to be a naughty roll. So you have a +4 to naughty.
Fred, can we make it
Yeah,
canon
sneak
that
plus
there are
22.
like bars, and we go to all the trouble of like a grappling hook, and we climb over, but we could easily just fit between them.
Hands
But we
down.
still climb over.
Absolutely.
And the grappling hook is candy canes. Yeah, I got you.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
So
Sam.
that
What
was
did you roll
22.
for your naughty? 22. Okay, so you are incredibly sneaky. And as the rest of the elves are clambering over the fence with their candy cane grappling hooks, you actually just walk in between the poles of the fence and you are gone. You are a shadow, a leaf in the wind, and you make it onto the compound. You see there are numerous buildings, one that looks like a garage with several luxurious cars in front of it, another that looks like a pool house with an incredibly large pool, another house that looks like
It's in the pool.
it's just a house to be a house, and then an extremely larger house. There are numerous buildings. How would you like to go about your recon?
Let's see. He's a really naughty guy. I'm a pretty naughty guy. Could I look through the history of the naughty list to see if there's any recon about where he might keep his fruitcake? I don't know. Is that dumb?
All right. So then I want you to roll bright because you're going to
Damn.
use the naughty list to try to glean information.
Wow, this dice is so hot. It was a 19. What was my bright?
Plus
Probably
2.
minus something.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
So with a 21,
21.
you recall that you are the purveyor or the owner of the naughty list for Santa, and you immediately start looking up like stats on Jeff Bezos. You know that he was a naughty child and a naughty adult throughout his entire life. You do know that the fruitcake at the end of time is the sole reason why he has been so prosperous, because he kept it for himself and never gave that prosperity to anybody else. And you know that if the fruitcake at the end of time would be found anywhere, it would probably be locked away safe in a vault deep in the house or underground where the rest of his wealth may lay.
Great. So, do any of these houses look like they could go underground?
You think, yeah, so the main home is kind of like in an upraised part of the landscape. And you can think that easily underneath this main home, there's probably some kind of, underground bunker.
Can't wait to be like, guys, I figured out that his prized treasure is in the center of the compound. I just start heading there and leave Jolly Ranchers wrappers as a trail for them to find.
So the four of you are reunited, and you can see that there are guards with like automatic assault rifles. There are dogs that walk around the complex, and you even see what more than likely are either staff or family members of Jeff that walk around. So it will take some sneaking to get to where you want to go. But from what Crispy tells you, your first goal is to maybe get into the main household to see if there's some way to get underground where he believes the vault is.
Do we want to sneak in or just kick in the door?
I feel like we should sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait! You
Door
can make
kicking
us
will be plan B.
invisible! Oh my god, thanks. Okay. Let's all hold hands and think really hard about being naked or invisible, being see-through. Let's pretend we're see-through. Just believe. Okay. And they stand in a little circle. They
So
actually don't have to stand in a little circle. That's just what Sprinkle wants them to do.
So Sprinkle uses her gift of making all elves invisible for 1 minute or until they attack. The four of you have disappeared and now are invisible for a minute. How would you like to use this time for the next minute?
Let's find a bank.
No, I think we need to get the fruitcake.
Oh yeah, right. Yes.
And then a bank if we have any time left.
So can we see each other?
That's a great question. I'm going to say through the Christmas magic you can, just to make it easy.
So I enjoy watching movies, and so I think we should go to the master bedroom. And then inside of the master bedroom, there will be a secret trap door. And in that trap door, that will lead to the basement. So I guess we could try that because of movies.
Maybe a dungeon. And the dungeon will be where it is. Like, yeah.
Yeah, this
in
fucker
the
definitely has.
basement.
Oh yeah.
So like, okay, let's go. I'm so scared what we're gonna find, guys.
So
This guy's dungeon has a dungeon.
do you go through the front door, the back door, the sliding glass door? How do you get into the
Yes.
home?
Sliding glass.
Go up to like a balcony or something.
Okay, go up to a balcony. All right. If you'd like to do that, you do have candy cane grappling hooks. I would like for Coco to roll hardy to see if you're able to accomplish this task.
I rolled a 10 plus 3, 13.
Yeah, so you easily grapple a second floor balcony. The rope is in front of you. You and all three other elves start climbing up, and you're on the second floor.
But that rope's not invisible, is it? It's just a rope. Anyone looks up, just see the rope.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna, because I'm so hardy, I'm gonna take this candy cane hook and start like chewing it, and then I'm gonna eat the licorice rope.
Okay,
So now
It is-
all of it is gone.
your grappling hook and rope
Oh
is gone. The one you have.
Sorry. I just want to say you did say we had plural.
Oh, okay. Yes. So only one of them is gone. You have multiple. You make it to the second floor, and in front of you is a sliding glass door that looks like it goes into maybe one of the kids' rooms. There are pictures of what's a popular band, right? Like boy band or something like that right now. I was gonna say
Yeah.
NSYNC, but I feel like it's very dated.
Bezos is probably a huge Nickelback fan.
Perfect.
Oh.
So Nickelback posters adorn the walls. As you open the sliding glass door, you are on the second floor of what looks like his kids' room. What do you do?
Are the kids in there?
You don't see anybody in this room currently.
All right, let's run past it then.
You open the door, you go into the hallway, and in the hallway is a small boy playing with a drone that is flying around in the air. And the boy looks at the four of you, and
Can't
at the
see us.
door that opened, but they do not see you. And he keeps walking towards you with the drone flying in the air.
Get out of the way.
Can I use my hardy to like, you know how kids like to Spider-Man up a wall? So I want to like Spider-Man up the wall and like smack that fucking shit out of the ceiling. Be like,
Go the fuck to bed.
Roll hardy.
Oh my god.
so that's an 18 plus 3, 21.
You spider climb up the wall, smack the drone out of the air without seeing anything hit the drone. The drone goes hurtling behind the boy, and he like looks at it confused. And then as you say, what do you say?
Go the fuck to bed.
He turns around and looks at where the voice came from, which currently is nothing in the hallway. You see wetness start to dampen the front of his pants, and he runs into his bedroom, seemingly knocking into Coco, pushing Coco out of the way, and closes the door to his bedroom.
Okay, let's go.
Crispy, right before we run ahead, pulls out one of his copies of the Communist Manifesto and just slides into the door. And be like,
You make it down the stairs. You find yourself in what looks like the front room or foyer of this mansion. You see there are several rooms to either side. Pretty standard fare, like a TV room, a greeting room, a family room, a fireplace room, a dining room.
Many rooms.
Yes. 10 other rooms that I don't have names for. And you must find.
But
Go ahead.
wouldn't the parents' room just be like across the hall from the kids' bedroom?
Sure, you would think so, but it seems like Jeff
In a
Bezos
normal house. Yeah.
like his kids and probably lives in a different part of the wing.
I go there and I check, and I'm like, that motherfucker.
What an asshole this guy
This
is.
is the bathroom.
So, who would like to roll like an investigate to try to figure out where a downstairs room would be? Like a
I do.
perfect.
Sprinkles. I'm sorry. Can Sprinkles go and look for stairs?
Her roll bright.
I think that's a 14. Yeah, 14 plus 3, 17. I think I was going to let you say, and then I'll just say what you say.
Got it. So you're familiar with the floor plan of rich mansions, as that is a part of your research for Santa to be able to come down the chimney and find the kids' room. And
They have 27 fireplaces. You have to figure out which is the right one.
Absolutely. And from this research, you know that to the side of the kitchen, there is a doorway in the hallway that leads to the basement. And that basement is typically where they keep their wine and possibly hidden passageways to maybe more.
Okay, I think that it should be through the kitchen and down this hallway. And also down there might be some feel good juice and maybe something else, like a secret.
I love juice.
If the family has a secret, we'll find it in the basement.
Okay, let's
Oh,
go.
that sounds-
The four of you go through the kitchen, and as you enter the kitchen, you see a woman chopping what looks like vegetables, look right at you, and you look right at her. And then she continues to chop the vegetables.
We keep going.
You continue to walk through the kitchen, into the hallway, down into the wine cellar. You find yourself in an extremely dark and damp wine cellar, wall to wall, thousands of bottles of wines and large casks. What would you like to do?
Take a bottle of wine.
All right. You grab a bottle of wine, you uncork it, and do you drink the entire bottle, Coco?
Yes.
Coco already has. All right. For the rest of this quest, for this kind of time frame, you get a -1 to Bright, but a +1 to Hardy.
Hell yeah.
Yes, you feel a warm, fuzzy glow.
Oh my God. I love it.
All right. So you find yourself in the wine room. What do you do?
Okay, you said that there would be other things, so
Okay. For something that's slightly discolored. Usually, if we're supposed to interact with it, it'll be shiny or a different shade of color.
Like glowing.
Yeah.
You notice that there is a
Crispy.
light coming. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, there's a little delay on my head. Crispy, I was just going to say take off his sunglasses. On his glasses and tries to find something. Searches for something glowing.
Look for like a little cluster of cracks on the wall. We could probably blow a hole through it.
Okay.
So towards the
roll.
back of, yeah, go ahead and roll.
Sorry. I keep talking right when you're starting. The 17. I'm going to screenshot this roller because this is insane. +2, I'm assuming, for Bright.
All right. So Crispy, in the back of the room, you notice that there is what looks like a light sconce. And you notice that with the rows and rows of these large, like incredibly large casks, one of the last ones has what looks like a discolored wood panel on the front that stands out from the rest of them. Upon further view, you can see that there are scratch marks along the wooden barrel as if this front panel moves or opens towards you.
Perfect. Okay, the whole way I'm walking there, I'm going to be pushing corks in to cork the wine so it's kind of ruined as I walk down. And just sticking gum and candy like across the cellar on these priceless things. Like, guys, right here.
You found it.
You open up the panel and you find what looks like a passageway inside this large cask that leads to stairs that go further underneath this compound. You have found what looks like the dungeon of Jeff Bezos.
Hell of a sentence.
But like, what's the vibe down here, though?
Yeah.
What kind of dungeon?
Yeah.
Well, as you walk down the stairway and you
The
go
fun
deeper
kind?
and deeper, you can see that it is well-worked stone masonry, as if by a group of dwarven craftsmen. You keep going farther and farther and possibly down until you come to what looks like a door. The material right away doesn't come to you, but upon a closer review, you see that this door is made out of leather or maybe covered in leather. There is a
Okay.
ring on the door.
Like a ring, like the Amazon Ring doorbell, or a ring of power.
Yes,
Say
it
more.
is the Amazon swoop symbol, and it is a door handle that is in that symbol.
What
Oh,
a
no.
pretentious dick.
You know what? As we're walking down this really nice, like all this masonry, because I'm covered in glitter all the time, I'm gonna rub my arm against it the whole way, so it'll never go away. It'll just be there. The whole
Yes,
way.
yes.
Love it.
Okay, so I guess we'll just should we just like open the door? I mean, clearly no
Yeah.
one is going to be down here.
Just open. Well, maybe not. Maybe we should just open it slowly and
Just open it. Just open it. Just open it. What are you doing? Just
Coco, I'm going to make you a pot of hot cocoa because I think you need it.
I'm gonna eat that fruitcake. I'm hungry.
Oh my god. Elves. Okay. I'm gonna just like, because I'm the hardiest one, so if someone gets hit in the gut or something, it's better for me to absorb that punch. So I'm gonna just like slowly open the door.
As you open the door, you see a room that is just covered in leather. The floors, the walls, just a black glistening leather. And as the door opens fully in front of you is a form covered head to toe in leather with a zipper with the same symbol of the Amazon swoop covering its mouth.
we have a Gimp Bezos.
That's gnarly.
Wow.
There,
I write
there
the body
are,
work. I'm surprised.
there are all manner of implements around this room, what look like flails and implements of pain for a sadist or even a masochist who wants to inflict pain upon themselves. There are TVs and on a loop what looks like security cameras of different Amazon factories showing the production level on these screens. Upon closer view, when you look at the form covered in this leather gimp suit, you notice that it's actually empty and just a stand that holds the gimp suit in place, more than likely for its owner when it comes in. Beyond all of this, there is another door. This door wrought of iron. This iron door is at the other end, and you are drawn to it.
I shudder to think what we're going to find when I say this. But just curiosity takes Crispy, and I go, Alexa, play Bezos Dungeon Tunes, awesome one. And I just brace myself to hear this Nickelback about to become glittering.
Yes. Nickelback starts to play extremely
Oh,
loud.
turn it off!
on
Turn it
the
right! I'm going to
speakers.
stop never again. Oh.
Okay. Well, I see nothing wrong here. So let's just go on to the next door. You know, everyone has their own jolly way of celebrating life. So,
I won't yuck someone's yum.
No,
that's right. Next door.
As you go
I
to the
might be a
next door
child murdering
hurriedly,
psychopath. I'm not a kink shamer.
you open the wrought iron door and you're immediately assaulted by an extremely bright glow. Within this room, behind the door, is a mountain of gold, what looks like gold nuggets, coins, dollar bills, y'all. It is a huge stack of money. And upon the very top of this stack is a man, completely naked, bald, swimming, lying on top of this mountain of money. And there is a glass, what looks like a display case. And within the glass display case, it looks like a fruitcake.
Okay.
Sprinkle. It could be the Malbec. Is there a dude fucking money? Is that what we're looking at right here?
You're seeing this correctly. I wish we
Okay.
weren't.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Do we have any more of those delicious hooks?
Yep. Should we tie him up? He probably is into it.
I was just thinking maybe we could like throw one at the. What are you guys? Who gives a shit about this dude? Let's just get the cake and go.
Let's.
Yeah,
Is it on a tower? Can we
Do
steal
you
it?
not think I cannot hear you?
We don't care.
I was speaking.
Did you see a floating wine bottle? I'm the ghost of Pinot Past.
I could smell the Christmas on you. I assume you're
Wait.
here for the
We're
fruitcake.
still in.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not. It's probably been a minute, but anyways,
We were
as
super
he
tired.
speaks, your invisibility drops and your forms are shown. As the man stands up on top of this mountain of gold, you can see that he is naked other than the money that is stuck to his sweaty body as coins drop down, and he goes, "What brings you into the lair of Bezothrixis?"
We're taking back the fruitcake of prosperity.
Yeah, bitch.
You fuck.
We're here to collect.
Ha, ha, ha. I knew one day you would come. I assume Santa sent you. Well, you're never going to get out of here alive. And the door behind you shuts close, and you can see him start to like convulse, and his body starts to like twist in weird ways, and his skin starts to rip, and you see red skin erupt from underneath. As the skin body of Jeff Bezos is torn apart, a red dragon erupts in his place, and you are amidst Bezothrixis, the red dragon of greed.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So we should give up this quest actually.
No. All we have to do is just outsmart him because all he wants is greed. And if you give him something that, I don't know, sounds like greed, what if we got him trapped in a multi-marketing level scam? He'll be stuck forever
Like
trying to
MLM?
build his downline.
Are you interested in
that's
being your
right.
own boss?
I see
I
you've got
mean-
hair problems. Have you tried Monet?
Essential oils
You
would
think-
really help out your whole naked game.
Do you think you're the first elves to try to convince me of this? I have eaten your kind through the end of time, and you're just but a snack.
Thank you.
The whole damn
I am a
meal.
snack.
That's it.
So
we
I'm
harm-
hardy. I'm hardy. This dragon's probably hardy. Could I roll hardy to assess the hardiness of this thing?
Or could
You can whisper whatever you want to say in my ear.
we throw Puddin into Bezos's mouth, and Puddin could use a candy cane shiv of power to cut out from the inside.
I'm so
Okay.
down with that plan.
Yes, and
my
I got
my
that.
dexterity's not at its peak currently. Here you go.
So
Great. Okay,
somebody
what?
will have to, somebody will have to roll hardy to launch.
I've got a
Puddin
+3 to
with the
hardy.
cane. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
I'm gonna
right,
give her the
Coco.
cane, the candy cane. I'll
You
make a
can
note
do
of
it,
that.
Does that
Puddin.
make me even more hardy when I have the cane? How much is it?
Hardy gives you the candy cane gives you a +1 to your hardy.
Okay, great.
Can there be a residual where I still keep that +1 for this one action? It's like-
Absolutely. Why not? Make it happen.
Mid-air, you like boomerang slingshot
yeah.
it
All
up
right.
too.
Fastball special. Drunk muscles. Here we go. 15 + 3, 18.
Oh yeah. That is
Yay.
definitely hardy enough. You grab both the cane and Pudding and you throw them both at the same time. As they hurtle towards the dragon, Pudding grabs the candy cane of power and the dragon opens his mouth and goes, "Oh, perfect. Amazon delivery." And then he consumes Pudding, and Pudding, you're inside the dragon now. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna hang on to the dangly thing first, like at the back of the throat to make him a little gaggy,
Okay.
and just stay there with because I'm thick, bitch. So it's gonna hurt. And then I'm gonna look for his heart. Like, is there a glowing, like evil, massive flesh there that I can just spear through?
Sure. Roll
Okay.
roll hardy.
All right.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna taunt him with them. I was like, I hope you didn't pay full price for this. Everyone knows the 01 vintage is fucking shit.
What do you know about
that's a-
vintage elf?
I'm a sommelier, bitch.
So that's a 22.
Okay. You find the heart and pierce the candy cane of power through the heart of Bezos Thrixus. Roll damage plus naughty.
So that is a 4 + 1 is 5.
All right. So as your candy cane of power strikes the dragon's heart, you can see the candy cane glow with a Christmas magic. The heart erupts, and the dragon starts to just convulse and shake. And you see that layers and layers of dragon flesh is slothed off as you are kind of like tossed out into a mass of flesh slothed off of his body. Left is just a naked Jeff Bezos in human form again. And he will actually take a swing at Pudding. And
Okay. Oh,
Four-
God, I thought I was still in.
no, 4 damage to Pudding. All right. Crispy or Sprinkle, you have turns.
Okay. I feel like Crispy would have a slingshot just because Crispy is always up to no good. So just gonna go classic. I roll
What
nothing.
is your ammunition?
Ooh, great question. Just a fucking thistle.
Make it happen.
It makes no sense, but it's no.
naughty.
6 + 4, it's 10.
10. Okay. I say you still hit since the dragon was taken down from its ultimate form back to its human form. Roll damage plus naughty.
Perfect. That is 2 plus, I believe, 4. 6.
All right, 6 damage. Okay, this thistle hits Jeff Bezos in the head, leaving a small cut on his forehead. All right, Sprinkle, you're up.
Okay. Sprinkle analyzes the Tower of Gold and sees one key artifact. What is it? The GoPro of Justice. And it's like kind of wedged in there. And Sprinkle goes and like picks up the water bottle of unending beer and chucks it at the GoPro of Justice to knock it down so that the whole thing just falls and collapses onto the Bezos dragon,
Okay, make it happen.
just furthering killing or cementing him in his horde. Maybe. Oh, 13. 13 plus. Yeah, 13 plus. If it's bright, 3. Otherwise, 1.
That sounds
You
like a
succeed.
smart idea.
Yeah.
The
3.
GoPro of Justice, along with the bottle of unending liquid, drops down on top of human Jeff Bezos. Roll your damage plus naughty.
Oh shit, that one fell away.
While she gets it, can I smash the wine bottle and now I have a wine bottle shiv, like with the jagged,
Yes.
like a knife? And
Go ahead.
right,
So the GoPro of Justice cracks into the back of Jeff Bezos' head. He is dizzy and on his last breath. Coco, you walk up and you shiv Jeff Bezos with a broken wine glass bottle. Is that correct?
yes. And I'm adding it
Roll
to
naughty.
the inventory. I'm adding to the official inventory for everyone else. The place Coco has
Roll
the wine
hardy.
bottle shiv. Roll what?
Hardy.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Crit 20? Yeah. Your wine bottle pierces Jeff Bezos' human body. And as you do so, you can see the blood just start to pour out of the bottle and the neck end as Jeff drops to the ground dead. You have defeated Jeff Bezos, the dragon, and you have acquired the fruit cake at the end of time. +1 to nice for whoever'd like it. And with that, we are at the end of our hour and a half. It is almost 5 o'clock. Thank you so much, everybody, for this
Thank
amazing
Thank
walk
you.
through Christmas mayhem. It has been truly an honor to GM you guys in this crazy elf mayhem. As we leave, you guys can find me at I think I'm Fred on the Twitterverse. Nika, where can we find you?
You can find me at Nika_Howard.
Pat?
Or yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, or on Greetings Adventures at D&D Podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Pat.
I'm at the Pat Edwards. Like I said, Happy Hell Hour here on this channel on Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Our finale of our Descent into Avernus is next Tuesday, and we're starting a new campaign in January. Oh, and also I do, if you like The Mandalorian, Tim Lanning, Jane Ritt, who designed this game, and I do Bounty Buddies, a Mandalorian podcast.
Nice. V?
Hey everyone, you can find me on the Twitter and just about anywhere there's social media at Typical Veronica, and I am the GM for St. Paxton Podcast.
And last but not least, Sam.
Hi, everyone. You can find me at Creeptastic Sam on Twitter, although I don't do much these days, or SamShine7 on Instagram, because why not?
All right. I think with that, John is going to take us off. We're going to take a little break, and Kieran is going to be taking over the mantle as GM for the next 3 hours with 2 new sets of players. So make sure to stay tuned and stay with us through these 12 hours of Geekly Miss.
I want to
All right,
hear
guys.
from people that watch all of it. Who is the most chaotic group? I want to say it's us, but
Murder hobos.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Great job, Deanna.
bye.
Bye.